Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Puff here, and I got you guys another Need for Speed Most Wanted commentary. In this episode, I just quickly jumped into a race, but as you can see right here, though, the police had to go in and spoil the party for us, so I'm just trying to finish this race as soon as possible so I can get away from them. And especially at heat level 4, especially on play around, so I gotta get out of this race quick. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to lose, y'all. Oh, you see him flip though? But anyways, though, how are you guys today, though? I believe when I'm actually gonna upload this one, it's probably around Thursday night, late Thursday night, just because I had to do a couple of things before I had to go on this school and everything else, though. But
starting up your request. Stand by for update.
it's just too focused driving right now. So I won't mess up. Too focused. I want to just hit that donut place. Anyone want some donuts? Anyways, I want you guys to leave in the comments below how you guys enjoying this walkthrough so far, or LP as they would say. It's still an LP of me just doing this, but I want to hear your take on how I'm doing so far in the LP. Is there anything I can do and make this LP a little bit better for you guys? Any tips, any advice for you guys? Just leave it in the comments below. Just let me know, and I'll most likely I'll respond to you within 24 hours or such, if I'm not busy. Oh, I'm so lucky I missed him though. Oh, wow, I'm about to get stuck. I'm wet. That's way too close. Since I was telling you guys about though, you hit them truck drivers though, they're so heavy though, they just sit there and you can get bust right there real quick though. And that's what I don't need though. Got a helicopter chasing me and looking after me because there's no way I can get away from it though. But there's a topic though got for you guys though today, and it's about there's actually new games coming out for the next gen consoles, and I'm actually pretty excited about them. I actually got a tweet the other day from Twitter about the official release date for Watch Dogs, May 27th. I'm actually really excited though. I mean, I haven't had a next gen console yet though, but I want to see how this game actually is gonna pan out to be, because the game was put on hold since last year, ever since next gen consoles were released for both the PS4 and Xbox One. And also we have one of my favorite superheroes of all time, bar none, Batman Arkham Knight. October 24th, I'm best believing. But good thing is though is that Rocksteady, the original studio that actually worked on the first two installments of the Batman, both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, they're gonna work on Arkham Knight on this project, so I think it's gonna be good. And then plus you got the Batmobile. I mean, who doesn't want to drive the Batmobile around the whole city of Gotham? That's what we've been waiting for a long time. Problem is though, it's only for next gen consoles though. I would probably get one during that time before, because my birthday's in October also, so that's a possibility for me to go and grab a next gen console. Not sure which console I want though, but definitely a next gen console is a must for me as soon as I go and just rake up some of my money. And then, believe it or not, even though there hasn't been much discussion about it, the new Mass Effect installment, what I've been pretty much just reading all over on tweets from Twitter from like all BioWare Studios, and then all the producers who worked on the first 3 Mass Effects. And I think it was a tweet from one of them. If I can go and check it right now, though. And I just pulled it up on my phone right here, though. It says just to remind everyone that this is from one of the producers from BioWare Studios. Not sure exactly, though. It's not. I don't have a link at this moment, though. But this is from like just a summed up from what he said on the Twitter on his tweet, though, he sent to. I think it was either to EA or I believe it was something like that. Anyways, just want to remind everyone that BioWare did go on a record saying not to delete your Mass Effect 3 saves, even though we had that for the Citadel DLC. That's why it's just to save it for that extra content, but that was basically it. But it also says, we also know from the official statements from that Shepard's story is over. However, that doesn't mean we won't mention of him and or see familiar faces. Quote unquote, Mass Effect 4 will not be a prequel. Thank goodness. It won't be. It would be a surprise if your choices in Mass Effect 3 do impact this next game by a lot or just a little. And there's another going on saying that the Mass Effect trilogy may be coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 remastered a la Tomb Raider, the remastered version, in 2080 HD with new textures. According to BioWare General Manager of Edmonton and Montreal Studios, can't say it's Aaron Flynn. Flynn mentioned on Twitter that the idea has been discussed internally. This would be obviously to be a joy of all those for backwards compatibility. Even better, just another reason to replay the first 3 games in my book. No update on Mass Effect 4, but be on the lookout for movement very soon, guys. So it means that it's basically what they're doing. It's no different what they're doing, what Naughty Dogs did with Watch Dogs. They didn't spill out that much information on their new game. Really do hope, though, they don't go the way that they did, just move the game or postpone the game until which I wouldn't mind as an aspect, saying that, you know, the game's not ready yet, though. We're just trying to tweak it up a little bit before officially releasing it, because there's a lot of people, though, still to this day, people are still somewhat upset that BioWare pretty much let EA force them to release Mass Effect 3 early because of the controversial quote-unquote ending, which I have my problems, though, with the ending, just because there was like so many loopholes that people couldn't like determine about, is it a documentation theory, or was he even really there, or was he just sleeping the whole time, and then why? And of course I would lose that game, though. I had to show you guys, though, that because I don't always win every single race, though. But why not just replay that for 12 seconds? Don't we? But I have my issues, like I mentioned earlier. But I just think that I'm glad that BioWare Studios is actually listening to the fan base, because honestly, they didn't have to go and, speaking of Mass Effect 3, they didn't have to go and make that DLC extended cut, even though it was for free, though, but people literally bought it just to see what happens, though, even though they even told them that it's not really going to change anything. They still bought it just to see, okay, what happens to Shepard. Even though there was like some scenes showing that Shepard was still alive, he was breathing under the Citadel, but we're not going to get into that big controversy. I am definitely excited if they actually officially release the remaster Mass Effect Trilogy 1, 2, and 3 for both next-gen consoles. Definitely for the PS4, because if that's true, I will buy it as soon as I can, and ASAP, just because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. And the funny thing is though is that I didn't start on the first one. I was actually watching one of my friends over his house. He was telling me about the new Mass Effect game that he was telling me about, and so I just checked it out. I didn't play it. I just watched them, and it seemed like it was pretty interesting. But I really never got into it, even though I actually like outer space. That's just I always like astronomy and all science and everything else. Wasn't the biggest science major though, but I still just love outer space and astronomy. But I actually started playing Mass Effect 2 first. Then I actually went back and played a little bit of Mass Effect 1, but I just fell in love with Mass Effect 2. It's by far my favorite game out of the Mass Effect trilogy. 3 was nice, just, controversial ending, but I wasn't one of the many people who are riding outside Bioware Studios and saying, we need to change this. How does Shepard even survive it? Does he even survive? Why would you kill him off like this? So, and even people said that even Bioware even sold their souls to EA, which, I mean, most companies do sell their souls to EA though, but it's a good thing though that Bioware, like, as I mentioned once before, Bioware's not taking any chances again to go and have more people leave their franchise and leave their fan base. So they're trying to get this one right. Even though they had it right the first 2 times though, but there could be hiccups. But if they do confirm the remastered trilogy, I will. And also they gotta include the DLCs though too. I don't want to be one of those people that have to go and pay all those DLCs over again, because I know I paid all the DLCs for 2 and 3, and there was probably a bunch on Mass Effect 1 though, but I really didn't see many of them on YouTube though. I mean, they were like, I only saw like 1 DLC though, but that was probably just me though. I probably wasn't checking that well though. But I actually have another question for you guys. Which console do you already have, or you're going to get soon or later? Either the PS4 or Xbox One. I'm still on the fence, believe it or not. Probably before at E3, I was just definitely on PS4 side, just because Xbox One was doing all these ridiculous policies and everything else. Once they changed it, and then they actually had a decent, well, technically PS4 and Xbox One have the same kind of games, just different exclusives. I'm still on the fence though between PS4 and Xbox One. For me, as a personal gamer, because you already have television, it's like, why do you need an Xbox One though? Because you can just go and just get NFL Network and all that stuff, because that's what they were advertising basically from Xbox One. But PS4 really suits me more. But we get this quick message though from Rob.
Hey, I just got word that Razor's paying guys off to take you out. I don't know how deep it goes, so watch yourself. Don't trust anyone till this blows over. I'll catch up with you later.
There's no big surprise that Razor's doing that, because we're intimidating him. Because he knows that we're coming back for him. And this time we take no prisoners. But we're just checking up on a few things though, thinking which race I should take on next. Especially this lap knockout race though. It's pretty quick though. Especially the shorter the lap knockout races though, they're pretty quick. And if you actually just get ahead for most of the time in the race, you'll be in good shape. But like I said, are you getting either the PS4 or the Xbox One? That's actually my second question for you guys. And leave in the comments and let me know. So probably maybe we can actually go and just add each other on our friends list and just, see what happens. Because I also definitely play other games such as sports games. I play multi-plat games, first-person shooter, arcade games, RPG games. Mostly just everything that is, even puzzle games, like you can name it basically. Probably there's only a few that I do not play though, but especially ones that have co-op, or even third-person shooter though. But that's the thing, Microsoft officially has picked up Gears of War franchise from Epic Games. So Epic Games does not own Gears of War anymore. And Microsoft's actually making another game added from Gears, which I'm just kind of frowned upon because Gears is like, it was such a good franchise with 1 and 2. And then 3 came along, it felt like it was rushed because everyone was leaving. And this was the time when Modern Warfare 3 came out and people weren't too big much of fans of Modern Warfare 3 because there was too much stuff going on with the game. But it is what it is. But I'm actually, for me personally, I actually lean towards the PS4 though. I'm still on the fence though, but if you would actually ask me today, and someone actually would give me like around $400 to $500 to pick either the PS4 or Xbox One, pretty much leaning towards the PS4 in my opinion, just because you get more games, so I can actually play more games that I actually missed out because I did not own a PS3. The only console I actually owned was Xbox 360, so I missed pretty good games on the PS3, even though PS3 had its problems. PS3 still gave out free games, and then what, Xbox, they gave out Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3. Like, I can get that game anywhere for super cheap though. But I think that's a good enough discussion for that one though, because there's still games to be made and created though for next gen though. So I'm pretty excited for this next gen, and I hope I don't get late to the game or late to the party as I usually are.
Yo, you're up. Jules is ready when you are. She may be a sweet girl, but remember, take her out and you're number 8 on the blacklist.
Just like Rock said, we're going for that number 8 on the blacklist. So in the next episode, we're gonna go and take on Jules, so we can go and get one step closer to taking on Razor, so we can go and finish him once and for all. But I want you guys to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is Prophet. I'll catch you guys later.